Hello viewers, welcome to Emmanuel Maths Academy. So today we'll be dealing on variation. What is variation? Variation is a relationship between two or more quantities in which a change in one quantity brings about a corresponding change in the other quantity. Look at what I mean. If one book costs how much? Let's say 20 naira. What will two books cost? Two books will cost what? 20 naira times 2, right? Which is 40 naira. That's 20 times 2, right? Then 3 books will cost how much? 20 times 3, 60 naira. That's 20 times 3. 4 books will cost what? 80 naira. That's 20 times 4. Then you can see from this that a change in one quantity brings about a corresponding change in this other quantity. This is what we mean by variation. Then there are types of variation. First of all, we look into direct variation. Types of variation. Types of variation. Direct variation. Now, direct variation is the type of variation that a corresponding change, a corresponding increase in one quantity brings about an increase in the other quantity. From this is a typical example of a direct variation. You can see that an increase in the quantity of this is bringing about an increase in this other quantity. This is a typical example of direct variation. And it is given as when A, let's assume, A be directly proportional to B. Is written as what? A directly proportional to B. This is the sign of proportionality. This is the sign of proportionality. Then you have that A is equal to K of B. Now this is the formula we'll be making use of. This B, this K now is the what? The constant of the variation. The constant of the variation. You can say A, let A be proportional to B, or let A varies directly to B, or A is directly proportional to B. Then we now have A is equal to KB. Now, example. Look at this example. If Y varies directly as X and Y equal to 24 and X equal to 6, find the value of Y when X equal to 15. Now, look at the first statement. It says, if Y varies directly as what? X. Y varies directly as X. Then you do what? You have that Y is equal to Kx. You introduce the constant, right? From here, our Y is what? 24. 24. And our X is what? Our X is 6. K, 6. To get your K, you make K the subject of the formula here. And making K the subject of the formula here means dividing both sides with the coefficient of K. What's the coefficient of K? 6. Right? 6 go here, 6 go here. Right? 6 you cancel this 6, you get 1. 24 divided by 6 will give you 4. Then our K is equal to 4. Then it says when the value of Y, find the value of Y when X is equal to 15. That means when X is equal to 15, then y is unknown, right? Now from this, you have that y is equal to kx. Y equal to what? What's the value of k? We have already gotten our k. Our k is what? 4 times x. What's our x here? 15. Right? Now, y is equal to 4 times 15. We give you what? 60. 60. Now, this is your final answer. As simple as that. Let's look at another example. Now, let's look at this second example on direct variation. It says, given that y varies as the square of x and that y equal to 4 when x equal to 2, calculate the value of y when x equal to 8. Now, the first statement says, given that y varies directly as the square of x, y varies directly as the square of x, times x raised to power 2, right? Now, then y is equal to what? Kx square. You introduce your constants. Is that correct? Now, what is our y? Our y is giving us what? 4. Y is giving us 4. You have your k. Our x is giving us what? 2. 2 raised to power 2. We have that 4 is equal to what? 2 raised to power 2 will give you 4. We have 4k. You divide both sides by 4. 4, 4. This will cancel this. Now, k is equal to what? 1. Now, the second statement says, calculate the value of y when x is 8. Now, means that when x is what? 8, then y, find what the value of y, right? Now, from this, you have that y is equal to kx2. Is that correct? Now, y equal to what? What's our k? Our k is 1. Our x here is what? 8. 8 raised to power 2. Raised to power 2. Then 8 raised to power 2 is what? 64. You have that your y is 64 when x is what? Equal to 8. As simple as that.